Hello, this is the hardcore legend Mick Foley, and I know when I want to keep up with the latest in wrestling news from around the world, I check in with Dead on Dave Productions. He covers a wide variety of wrestling topics, including the career of the hardcore legend. Don't miss it, Dead on Productions. Yeah.
That's right, that's right. Thank you, Mick Foley, as always. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Dead on Dave. Welcome back to the channel. I wasn't going to do the SmackDown review. I felt like it was my obligation. I felt like I had to. The guilt started to hit me, and I may have drank a little bit, and I'm not in as much pain as I was. I may have drank, may or may not have. I can neither confirm nor deny those allegations that I may have had a little bit of alcohol. But I think you'll find out soon enough because this review should be fun. So thank you guys for joining me once again right here on Dead on Dave Productions. And of course, last night was SmackDown, so we are here to do the SmackDown review. I hope you guys enjoyed the little tales of wrestling and sports entertainment past earlier, getting into the legendary epicness of one Meng. More stories like that are going to be coming down the pipe. I hope you guys enjoy them. If there are certain wrestlers or sports figures that you want to hear certain stories about, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below, and I will make sure to get to them at some point, because sometimes it's fun to look back on some of the mythology of some of these guys, some of the things they may or may not have done, so it's a lot of fun. So let me know what you think of that. But for now, let's get to SmackDown. And as you know, I have yet to watch SmackDown. I'm about to start watching it right now, and after each and every segment, I will give you my full analysis and breakdown. So let's get it going now, shall we? Let's start SmackDown. See you on the other side. 2 minutes in, and I've already got to make a comment. Tom Phillips is in instead of Michael Cole. The announce team, just from the few sentences they've already uttered, already just seems and sounds better. Tom Phillips is perfect for SmackDown. I don't know if he could be the Raw guy, but he brings a balance to not only Jerry Lawler, because Jerry doesn't have the familiarity that he does with Michael Cole, so he might not take some of the liberties that he does with Cole. It kind of keeps him in check. I kind of like that. And he knows Byron Saxton and kind of how to mask his inadequacies. So I think Tom Phillips is the perfect lead guy for SmackDown. I hope this is not just a one-time thing. I really do hope that there's going to start being a little bit more diversity in the announced teams, and Michael Cole will be missing SmackDowns. There's no point in having him on SmackDown, so I think this is a really cool thing. I like this idea, and I hope it continues. Let's go ahead and get to the opening promo, which I hope is not too long. It is Randy Orton. No, I'm sorry, not Randy Orton. It is Seth Rollins out there with J&J Security. Let's see where this goes. 15 minutes in, first promo is done. You know what? Some people probably did not really enjoy it very much. I gotta say, I really liked what Kane did. Seth Rollins stuff was, the Seth Rollins stuff, it was okay. He was just talking stuff. He always talks and blah, blah, blah. That's fine. I really do wish he would leave the Authority at some point, and I think that's coming down the pipe because unless they really just make him super heel and not this coward that they have him as, I just don't think it's going to continue to work very well. That being said, Kane comes out and does a fantastic job on the mic, and I've been noticing the last couple of weeks his mic work has been absolutely phenomenal. His promos have been spot on, really well done, and he was actually almost really scary in the ring with Seth Rollins right there, screaming at him to lay down and stuff. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was really funny. And then him screwing with him, I'm just messing with you. I find it interesting that the match they decide to put on is Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Even though that does not end up happening because Luke Harper gets involved and then Roman Reigns ends up making the save. So you have three members of the Shield once again, which I think is awesome. And I do have a feeling there's an outside chance of that being a WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble main event at some point. The three of those guys in a triple threat. I could see that happening probably within the next year. But I really do feel the next storyline for Seth Rollins should be Dean Ambrose. I think that would be a really smart and interesting rivalry. Dean needs something big, and what better way than to have him take on Seth Rollins? Now, there's an easy way to do it. After Extreme Rules, you just have a beat the clock challenge for the next number one contender, and then you have Dean Ambrose win the damn thing. So, bickety bam, really simple. But as for tonight, Luke Harper getting involved and taking out Dean Ambrose with the help of J&J Security and Seth Rollins until the aforementioned Roman Reigns gets involved, obviously setting up a tag team match for later on the night, which I don't really mind. The fans seem to enjoy Roman in this role, him coming out and making a save. I think they should be really happy with the reaction that he got. Of course, the reactions that Dean Ambrose gets never goes down. It doesn't matter how many times they job him out. That being said, I think it's really important that really all three of the former Shield members look very strong in Extreme Rules. Roman's got to look really strong beating Big Show. I think it has to be definitive. He has to really, really look strong beating Big Show. I think that's more important than people understand. Seth Rollins obviously needs to look strong going over Randy Orton in his first title defense, especially with the fact they put so much emphasis on him being this weaselly, almost weak champion, which I don't think will last because it's never a good idea. And then finally, of course, Dean Ambrose, I think, needs to end this feud with Luke Harper. So I think Extreme Rules is going to be a turning point for a lot of people, and those three maybe more than anyone else. And I'm actually looking forward to it. So let's check out what's going on with the rest of Smack Digging It Down. Yeah, Jericho, Willow. Sorry. Okay, about 17 minutes in, and we're about to have Neville and Dolph Ziggler versus Bad News Barrett and Sheamus, which I'm completely fine with. I'm very excited about seeing this match. However, Jesus Christ, is anyone else noticing there's either some fucking bitch, somebody who's screeching right next to the camera, or a whistler who's the loudest whistler in the world? I can't tell. I don't know if it's some freaking little kid or a chick or what that's screaming like a fucking banshee. First 17 minutes, I've been inundated with this. It's constant. It's driving me friggin' nuts. I'm losing it. It's like Chinese water torture. Just drip, 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 drip. Losing my mind. Oh, I don't know if I could do this for another, oh my God, hour. Oh, Jesus. I don't know if I could do it. And remember, all the times that I state are without commercials here on SmackDown. So, yeah, I got another hour of non-commercial show to watch. And I don't know if I could deal with this person screaming. But I'm going to get through it because I really want to see Neville and Ziggler. I have a feeling Neville might end up being the opponent for Bad News Barrett if Daniel Bryan, in fact, cannot go on Extreme Rules. And that'd be kind of cool. I'd like them to make it like an interim Intercontinental title match. That'd be cool. Instead of like they've done that in the past where they've had an interim champion instead of stripping the belt. That's kind of cool to do. And then they can always have Daniel Bryan, when he's ready to come back, have a match for the undisputed Intercontinental champ. That'd be really badass if it turned out to be Neville. Whew, that would be fun. God, that would be good. I just booked you. Look at that. I just booked you properly, WWE. Good God. Didn't take much effort. All right, let's watch this match, shall we? The man that gravity forgot. Neville and his friggin' purple cape. Let's check it out. Okay, first, all right, what are we? 27 minutes in. First, I'm going to kill this person who's ever screaming. I swear to God, it's consuming my soul. It's actually consuming my soul. I feel like it's dying because of this person. I hope somebody slaps this frickin' whoever screams. I don't care if it's a boy, girl, invalid, fucking retard, mongoloid, normal person, friggin' gay, straight, Indian, Jewish. I don't give a fuck who this is, but they need to be punished, and punished now. Driving me absolutely insane. Anyway, as for the match, Ziggler, Neville, Sheamus, Bad News Barrett. Fantastic match. A lot of in and out action. Not as much time as I would have liked the match to have gotten. But hey, it is what it is. What are you going to do? It's SmackDown. But it did get some good stuff. Everyone got good offense in. And Neville got put over huge by hitting probably one of the nicest looking red arrows I've seen since he's come up. Hell, even in NXT. This was a beautiful, beautiful red arrow that he hit on Bad News Barrett. You really got to see in all of its glory on that one. So, great match, good ending. Neville getting put over hard. And you have to wonder, where is he going next? But I'm absolutely loving what they're doing in these matches between these four individuals, and you can include Daniel Bryan into that role as well. These matches are great. In any combination, they've been very good, very entertaining, and I think they'll continue to be that. So this is great. I'm really enjoying this mid-card. This mid-card is really starting to come together and gelling in a big thing. And these guys are arguably, except for maybe Neville, upper mid-card guys. They could easily be champions or be brought up to the main title picture at any time, and it wouldn't be a big shock. So big level talent doing big level things, and this could have been main event, to be completely honest. It was star-studded enough and a good enough match. I really enjoyed it. What do you guys think of this match? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's get back to Smack Digging It Down. 27-40, something real subtle. I'm sure a lot of people missed. They were doing the little did you know, and they were talking about some of the things that WWE just accomplished. They were talking about how the network won awards and how WWE won a social media award, and they said it beat out HBO, Showtime, Pac-12, and then I found the last thing that they said they beat out pretty interesting, and they emphasized it by saying, and even El Rey, the El Rey Network, which is, of course, where Lucha Underground is shown. That's interesting. That's the first time that they've made any reference to an outside company that's still active in quite a long time. That's interesting. And I don't know. I'm not sure if there was a point there, if it was barbed, or if it was just, off the cuff. I have no idea. I don't know why they would be threatened. Stories leaked recently, not only about TNA's financial problems, but as well as Lucha Underground's and the El Rey Network as a whole, from what I'm understanding. But the Lucha in particular is having a lot of financial problems just getting funding for future episodes. So I don't know. I'm just wondering, what was that shot about? Or maybe I'm reading into it more. But WWE doesn't do much without a purpose. I know it doesn't seem like that sometimes, but usually when they go out of their way to make a comment like that, it's for a reason. So that's interesting. Maybe it was just a shot. Who knows? Anyway, back to the action. So after I completely lost my focus there. After Tough Enough announcement in about 31 and a half minutes, we've got a whole bunch of views. They showed a whole bunch of different Tough Enough video submissions. Some of them were really good. Some of them were really, really bad. And then Bray Wyatt does another promo talking about some mystery person yet again. This one emphasized strength more than the last one. I'm not sure if it's 100% going to be Ryback. I think it might be Mark Henry. I'm not sure. It's one of the two, Mark Henry or Ryback. The fact that he keeps emphasizing strength, and strength is the world's strongest man's biggest thing, you'd have to figure it'd be it. And I guess he's still a big enough name to where, you have him destroy him and stuff, and maybe it'll help him a little bit. I don't know. Ryback would be a better feud, I think. It'd help them both more. But we'll see. Divas action. Let's check it out. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. It was probably because that chick or whatever is screaming in the crowd and it's melting my brain. Let's see what's going on next. 36 minutes in, we got Natalya and Naomi, or should I say Naomi and her new attitude walk. Man, she was strutting down to the ring, wasn't she? Short match. Naomi picks up the victory after the rear view, which I'm starting to like a little bit more because she's hitting a little more cleanly. problem that I'm having with Naomi still is a little bit of consistency. I mean, it wasn't that bad in this match. She didn't botch a lot or anything like that. But it's little things. She doesn't seem to put herself in position to take moves very well. There's just a few spots in the match where like she was supposed to go rigid to help sell a move. I don't know why she didn't or whatever. Or maybe I just missaw it. That's possible too. But I think that should get cleaned up in time. Her attitude and the way she's carrying herself within the ring is really, really helping her right now. It's basically the entire drive behind what she's doing, and she's making herself interesting with the way she's acting. Attacking Natalya after the match, I enjoyed as well. So I kind of like where they're going with it. Hopefully they'll keep it up, and I got a feeling that we might have a new women's champion come Extreme Rules, because they already have the next feud in place with Naomi attacking the number one contender, the actual number one contender, Paige. So they already have that set up. So there's a very good possibility Nikki Bella drops the belt after a lengthy title run to Miss Naomi, which could be very interesting. Change things up a little bit in the Divas division. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see what's next here on SmackDown. 38 minutes in, Primetime Players once again with a great backstage promo, continuing to be the most interesting and entertaining tag team, despite the fact that they don't friggin' wrestle. They haven't wrestled. I can't remember the last time I saw them in a match. Fuck you, motorcycle! Goddamn motorcycle. It's a hot day, a hot German day. So I got my door open, and I got to deal with a little crotch rocket going by, making all kinds of goddamn noise. Oh, you God! They don't understand me anyway. Everyone's just like, "What? Who's screaming? What language is that?" We are in Deutschland. Anyway, I love what the Primetime Players are doing. Very funny stuff. Going a little bit edgy. I like the little bit of edge that Darren Young brings to it. Titus O'Neil. There's the fucking crotch rocket again. Oh, crotch rockets, man. Driving me insane. Anyway, I'm hoping that the Primetime Players actually get into the ring at some point. That would be a lot of fun. And when they do, I think they have the full potential to be tag team champions at some point. Because I think the momentum of Kid and Cesaro might be waning. They need a really, really good rivalry. And if it's not going to be New Day, which I don't really think it's going to be, if it's not, then Primetime Players can be that. But first, you got to figure out if Kid and Cesaro are friggin' heels or faces, because apparently WWE isn't sure. Nobody's sure. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next segment, shall we? 52 minutes in, and we just finished up with the Rusev versus Ryback match. Hard-hitting affair. They gave the match a little bit of time. Pretty hard-hitting. I actually enjoyed the match. I like bigger guys, though, so I don't mind seeing. I know some people are like, oh, I just want to see Ziggler's and Bryan's, and that's it. And I like the balance. I like seeing bigger guys. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was a decent match. There was a good back and forth, but the ending was what made it. It was just to build and get to Extreme Rules with Rusev getting disqualified after hitting Ryback in the gutses with a Russian unbreakable steel chain, and then putting him in a nasty Steiner recliner with the chain around his face. Oh, there's a meme that was made, I think by Black Mamba, depicting it happening to Cena. Same thing happened to Ryback, and it looks absolutely disgusting, and it looks very painful and a lot of fun to watch for us. So it was a pretty good match, good ending, and I'm interested in seeing Rusev and Cena at Extreme Rules. Just hopefully that Cena is going to get crushed by Rusev. Let's see what's next. 54 minutes in, backstage vignette with Harper and J&J Security as well as Seth Rollins. Look, I love Jamie Noble. I love hearing this guy talk. He's so damn funny. Don't worry about it, Seth. I'll talk to him. See, we're cousins. My sister, man. It's ridiculous. I love the stuff this guy says. He absolutely slays me. I love his voice. I love Jamie Noble. They approach Luke Harper to make sure that everybody is copacetic and on the same page. And Luke Harper was ignoring him and then snaps out of it after Joey Mercury tried to do some weird sign language, like he was trying to moderate between the white men and an African tribe. I mean, it was like he just pointed and then did a unity clap together. It was absolutely ridiculous, but very entertaining. And Harper's like, "You broke my concentration." So he's on track to beat the crap out of Ambrose and Harper. So that match should be thoroughly interesting, and hopefully it'll get given good time. We'll see what happens with it. Let's get back to the action, shall we? 57 minutes, and about to have a singles competition match between Kofi and one of the members of Kid and Cesaro. I'm not sure which one yet, but I just wanted to talk about the promo that New Day just cut. It was their best promo yet because it was definitively them in this. Our positive message is actually our heelism, and I absolutely loved what they did. It was entertaining, it was captivating, it was a lot of fun, and they got their best reaction as far as heat so far yet. They really did. I mean, they are really becoming that quintessential heel tag team that you have to see, because Xavier Woods is amazing. He's great on the mic. Big E, I think he still has an outside chance of becoming something really big one day. But they're all doing a really good job. Kofi, I just don't care about what he says or what he does. Yeah, I know that he's super athletic and all of that, but I don't give a crap. Kofi is just not for me. He's not my guy. But I like the other two quite a bit. And I really do enjoy the things that they bring to the table. And this whole promo was just indicative of what they're going to be able to do in the future, because it's growing. This whole New Day sucks thing is really growing, and they're embracing it, and it's really, really entertaining. Let's see what type of a match we're going to get out of the New Day and whoever they're wrestling from, Kid and Cesaro. Let's see. Quick match between Kofi and Cesaro. Lots of back and forth. This was ended at about 59 minutes, 52 seconds in. A lot of back and forth. A lot of interference by the outside members of New Day and Tyson Kidd. So, it shows what we're going to get on Extreme Rules kickoff show, which I don't feel that this... Look, if you're going to have a kickoff show match, I really do believe it should be with guys from NXT. Why not give just a match, one NXT match per kickoff show, instead of putting a title match on a kickoff show? I don't get that, but hey, they're going to do what they're going to do. Give it away for free, I guess. Should be a good match, though. So we'll see if anything happens there as far as the title change. What do you guys think? Are the New Day destined to be the new tag team champions, or is this just a holdover feud to get us to the next big rivalry? Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Are they just a placeholder for the Lucha Dragons? That's the big question. Let's see what's crack-a-lackin' with the rest of SmackDown. End of the night main event, Ambrose and Reigns versus Rollins and Harper. Good match. I really enjoyed the match. I thought it was a lot of fun. A lot of action. Ambrose doing a majority of the work. Reigns did some stuff. He hit a really weak-looking spear at the end of the night. Probably the weakest spear I've seen him in. I know he's been criticized over his weak spears, but this is the first one that I really went, oh, God, that was weak. It should be noted that Kane did get involved and throw Rollins into the ring. I think a breakup of some kind or a personnel change of some kind within the Authority is imminent. I'm not sure who it's going to be. It could be. They really could get rid of Rollins. I think it's a very good possibility. Why not? And bring in Sheamus as that real man. And that could even be the next feud for him. I think that's kind of the cool thing right now, is there's so many possibilities for the next feud for Seth Rollins. Because not only do you have, the ending of the Randy Orton thing, you got a possibility of Dean Ambrose. You do have a possibility of possibly bringing somebody else into the Authority like Sheamus. But you also have the man who just pinned him on SmackDown, one Roman Reigns. So, I mean, there's all kinds of possibilities of what they're going to be doing next. And it's kind of exciting. It's pretty exciting. Overall, I thought SmackDown was solid. I didn't think it was a bad show at all. Still want a little bit more wrestling, but as far as a go-home show, both shows this week were pretty good for go-home shows. They were not too bad. They did the main purpose of what they were supposed to do, and that was garner a little bit of interest for a pay-per-view. And you got to remember, the WWE's MO right now is the weaker pay-per-views, the ones that are not going to get huge numbers anyway, they're giving it away to new subscribers on the network. So if you're getting any interest right now from these shows that is making you want to watch Extreme Rules, then it's really just a bonus because it's free anyway. It's going to be free if you're a new subscriber to the network. And if you're not, you're getting your $10 worth. Not only are you getting it because of the damn pay-per-view, but I mean all the new content that's coming up on the channel. Hell, you got to watch Rock and Wrestling after Monday. Geez, that was awesome. I love Rock and Wrestling. Talk about nostalgia, man. That's awesome. Anyway, SmackDown, I'm going to give it a 7. 6.5. 6.5, maybe a 6. Between a 6 and a 7. I think it's a good range. I thought it was a good show. They built up the final interweavings for SmackDown and definitely piqued my interest. I can't wait to watch it. I'm sorry, for Extreme Rules. I'll be doing an Extreme Rules breakdown possibly even later today. I might even do it live. I don't know. Speaking of live, make sure you join me live on Sunday, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 2 hours of viewer questions, and we will be talking about anything your little heart's desires, including, we can do you know what, that's what we'll do. We'll do a full breakdown of Extreme Rules during that show. We'll go match for match breakdown. That'll give me plenty of stuff to talk about for Sunday, I think. So, as always, I really appreciate all the support on the channel. Thank you guys. We're almost at 600 subs. Hell, by the time this video's up, we might be there. So thank you all for all the support that you guys give. And you're the best. I mean, you guys really are. So make sure you continue to like, subscribe, and share. And make sure you check out the newest addition to the channel, the Tales of Sports and Entertainment. Featuring today, the time Mang bit off a dude's nose. Doesn't get any better than that. We'll see you later right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you're checking out Tommy C over on Shot from the Point right here on YouTube, as well as Joe Cronin of the Joe Cronin Show. That's all I've got. We'll see you next time. I'm Dead on Dave. This is Dead on Dave Productions. And remember, kids, if you're not talented, have talented friends. I'm out. Peace.